We have two of our male spotted seals, Amak and Tunu.
Get up.
These guys were rescued about 10 years ago by our wildlife response program. They were both orphan pups. And when we do rescue these animals, we don't know their exact birth date, but our veterinary staff are really good at getting a really good idea. So we're celebrating Tunu's birthday today.
Good up.
Once these guys were fully rehabilitated, they were deemed non-releasable, so they moved down to California to participate in some research projects. And then after a few years there, they came back up here to participate in some more research projects that we currently have going on, studying ice seals and their physiology. And because so many of our training sessions involve research behaviors, like asking them to lie down still while we do things like ultrasounds, or maybe we'll take their heart rate, we can take measurements of them. They have to be very calm and very focused during these sessions, so it's really important to be able to have fun sessions like this as well to get them really engaged and have a good playtime. We thought today would be the perfect day to get really creative with some new enrichment for Tunu's birthday.
So like Cheyenne mentioned, today is Tunu's birthday. And so we wanted to do something very special for him today for his birthday at the Alaska Sea Life Center. So right now we are having what is called an enrichment party. And so enrichment is basically the addition of something that can add a choice, change, or challenge to their everyday routine. Some examples of enrichment: ice treats, hard hats like that, and other things like that. So the main goal of enrichment is to basically encourage the expression of their natural behaviors, such as foraging, like what they are doing right now. So foraging is basically the animal actively seeking and looking for their food. As Tunu is demonstrating right now. Another goal of enrichment is mental stimulation and physical exercise. It's very important that these animals remain active and keep their brains going to keep them healthy and happy. So today we set up a number of different enrichment devices for them to enjoy. So we have a number of different hard hats set up, and this is basically to encourage their foraging behavior. So inside of these hard hats, we have ice cubes and different fish. We also have a crab pool over here that has ice cubes and fish in it as well. So if you guys have ever gotten the opportunity to come visit us here at the center, I'm sure you've seen something like this before. So as Cheyenne mentioned before, our animals here at the center participate in research. So open sessions like this can be very good for them. It's a nice little break.
Tunu especially really enjoys enrichment, which is a really good reason why you see him moving around the habitat, and Amak just likes to chill in the water and chew on ice, which is perfectly fine. Every animal has their individual personalities, and that makes it fun for us to try to figure out what they'll like. Good.
rest of the internship
Good.
is
Good.
maintaining behaviors through primary reinforcement and operant conditioning. So really pairing correct responses with fish. You can see Jasmine
Good.
with Amak in the water. He's giving her this really nice
Tunu.
response. We call it orienting response. This is the default behavior for Amak, that when he's not doing anything else,
Good.
if he just kind of looks deep into our eyes, he's probably going to
Amak.
get reinforced for it. Very calm attention and eye contact
Good.
on the trainer. You can see Cheyenne working with Tunu on deck, tracking him around to different areas. These guys are working on targeting.
Good.
Eventually some
Amak.
behaviors like rolling them over, looking at their flipper,
Come.
opening their
Good.
nose. These
Good.
are all different types of behaviors that we want the interns to gain experience in working as well.
Good.
Like Cheyenne mentioned, these seals are very different from one another. And
Good.
So getting to know their individual personalities and learn how to consequence animals is a really important skill to
Good
have
up.
when you get into this field.
Amak.
Good.
You guys might be catching a little bit of their microphone as you start to hear that verbal bridge. That's okay. That's the demonstration that whatever
Hey,
the
Mac.
animal is doing in front of them is correct. So they're
Come.
getting a verbal good response, and then they're receiving fish shortly afterwards.
Good.
So I'm sorry if you can hear a little bit of that playback, but that's a perfect demonstration of how a training session actually works.
Amak.
Jasmine, why don't you explain how you obtain your research here at the Sea Life Center?
Hi, I'm Jasmine once again. I'm a recent graduate of the University of South Carolina Upstate. And so basically, for the longest, I've always known that I've wanted to work with animals. I've always grown up with animals around me.
Good.
So they were always a huge influence in my life. At first, I wanted to become a veterinarian, but then I quickly realized that that's not the route that I wanted to take. And so one day I visited an amazing aquarium,
Good.
and I saw an amazing dolphin show. And I realized something clicked in my head, like, this is what I want to do. So from then, I just started doing research. I looked on the AZA website, and from there, I applied and had an interview, and I guess I did a great job because I'm here today.
Good. Just like Jasmine, I started out thinking I wanted to be a veterinarian because I was passionate about animals. I grew up in Florida, so I've always had just a passion for marine life, so I knew that was always a route I wanted to take. I ended up volunteering at Clearwater Marine Aquarium for a few years in their rehab program. And I'm really proud of that work, and that's something I really enjoy. But the only thing I was missing was that real connection with interacting with the animals. So I started looking into internships, and I heard about the Alaska Sea Life Center, so I applied. Like Jasmine, got an interview, had a really great interview, and here I am today. The world of training is a lot more deep and complex than you may think. When I came here, I thought it was just asking for behaviors and giving fish, but it's so much more than that. When a trainer's doing a session, they're thinking about so many things at once, especially safety. And really having that deep connection with those animals and having them really comfortable with you is really important. So we just start out free feeding, which is just looking for the animal to be paying attention to us, and we give them fish. Then we slowly move on to other behaviors.
Good.
Someone asked what kind of enrichment they are getting for their birthday, so we made a collection of different ice treats. We spent maybe about like the last 2 weeks trying to figure out what these guys like, so during training sessions, we'd give them this and that to try to figure out what they like. Tunu likes just about everything, so he's easy. Amak, sometimes he's interested, and sometimes he's not, which is okay. He's mostly just interested in plain ice. We also tried to make them a cake. I think it's pretty cute. We also have these hard hats around where we mix ice and fish, and they get to, like Jasmine said, forage around for that fish. So using a natural behavior.
Amak. Amak.
Amak and Tunu are each 10 years old, and they've been together their whole lives, so it's really interesting to see the completely different personalities that they display. Finish. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty, guys, so we're going to wrap up their feeding session, but we will stay out here for some further questions for a few minutes, maybe let them explore the rest of their devices up here on deck. I'm also going to throw Tunu just one last treat. This is a fun ice treat of a frozen full herring inside. He usually likes to chomp these up, so let's see if he likes it.
There he is. Mm-hmm.